Yeah, I haven't even been fucking with that shit, bro. I've been playing the regular division just because the PTS was getting on my nerves earlier. I got this good old wing stop.
Hey, share some with me. Give me some fries, actually. That's all I want.
Some fries, lip.
Hmm.
She can't eat no type of chicken without ranch.
Let's see, is this good time?
Where's the ranch at? You want it right now?
Banned real fast.
For real?
Yeah,
Damn,
well,
like what if
from
you got a family
competitive.
emergency?
What is popping YouTube? You already know who it is, your boy. And I got another build video for you guys. This build's, I wouldn't call it optimal, but it is fun to use and it's super, super reckless. You know what I'm saying? No pun intended, there is no reckless chess piece. But it is an fully optimized firearms Alphabridge video. So if you ever wanted to see what it is to be all firearmed out the game, this is the build for you. So let's get it. Look at them firearms, bro. 10,259 firearms with a devastating 538,000 DPS before booster and before any other buff. So this is standing DPS. This is, man, 500k, boy. Your toughness is buns. Your skill power is buns, but that's the, I mean, that's the nature of the build. You can see my stamina is 2961 and my electronics is 2961. So everything is dedicated towards firearms. So let's look at the base damage on my house, and the house did get a nerf, but you can see the base damage, 29.5k on a sub. You can look at my AK, it's 32.k. You go to my PP19 and it's 28.9. So you can really just look. This is an assault rifle without even having damage rolled. You can just see the damage. Base damage is ridiculous. So for those who want to see what kind of base damage you will be rocking with when it comes to this, this is pretty much as high as you can get it, as far as I know, other than running a reckless chest beast. But your rate is too squishy as is. So get into the build. Like I said, everything is rolled towards firearms. Plain and simply, the reason I feel this is the only build worth using this for is because, of course, we all know Alphabridge gives you all your talents unlocked regardless. You won't be able to have certain talents if you were to be fully spec'd into just firearms. You can see with Vicious, I would need 4,700 stamina, don't need it. And responsive I already have. So responsive and I believe deadly is the only things you can really have as far as damage and be 100% spec into firepower. But yeah, so going into details so you guys can see how I have mine. I don't even have health. I wanted to put out as much damage as possible. I was going to get melted regardless. I don't care if I rolled health on everything. It wouldn't change much. So I went for firearms, skill haste, and enemy armor damage. Enemy armor damage is not that much, so you could switch it off, I guess, because it's not that big of a difference, but it still is a difference. And I wanted just to absolute break the ceiling as far as damage. So also, let me get onto the mods for those who are curious. On all of them, it's going to be firearms with health. And the only thing that I could possibly put better on there is maybe stamina mods and try to balance it out if you were interested in balancing it. But this is just straight firepower. So going into the mask, crit chance with firearms. I don't know if enemy armor damage will be more damage. I don't really think so, since everybody's optimized right now, but maybe when it goes live that may be a thing. But crit chance on there, nothing fancy. Also a firearms mod right here, crit damage and firearms. As you can see, I spec completely into every damage aspect possible. So I wanted to be able to melt, since I know I was going to get melted no matter who shot me. A tactician can shoot me with a tactician build that's rolled towards electronics, and I'll probably still get melted. Because 323 is not a lot in this patch. So it may look good right now because you're thinking like, damn, in 1.7, 323, no, nope, not in this one. That's not good. That's like 200k in this patch. Going into my backpack, same thing, roll for firearms. Crit hit damage, ammo capacity. You guys know, I have the freedom of making the build however I want. So, of course, everything's maxed out. This is what it's going to look like. I have first aid self-heal. The only thing, if you want to be complete Rambo, I would just put on pulse crit hit damage, just because that's the only thing that you can get damage out of. So that's preference. Glove, you can see everything perfect, nothing fancy. Crit damage, SMG damage, crit chance, and firearms, and the holster, everything maxed with crit chance. So the beauty of the build is, even though you're squishy, you can get lucky and get a defense and a recovery. So you melt somebody. It's basically like you have somewhat good toughness, because when the recovery ult pops, you have the little you have the little health over time, instant max health, and then with the defense, of course, defense speaks for itself, the resistance. But when you get a tackle, you will melt. So this build will be really, really, really good if you have a really good healer. It has a crazy amount of burst damage. The burst damage potential is surreal. Just the numbers you would hit, especially when Nomad and Predator get nerfed. This may be a very, very, very effective build, because it just shreds through Nomads. I mean, when I say this, if you get a string of bullets on somebody, man, it's GG. So, yeah. So let me go into the damage real quick. Crit chance at 44%, crit damage 86%, headshot damage at 74%, skill haste at 9%, max health at 215, which is trash. Armor max, we already know. So yeah, that's pretty much that. Abilities, this is all preference. I just went with booster shot, and I had a support station because I was getting bled by Predator's Mark. That was the only way. Other than that, I would run a regular tactical scanner pulse just to get as much damage out as possible. Going into talents, this is also preference. I also had adrenaline just because I didn't want to get bled and put on fire. So, but the most optimal run if you want for damage would be probably precision with one is none, just because you get the base pulse with that. And of course, you need these for somewhat survivability. You know what I'm saying? The only other ultimate damage talent I would add, instead of either like, well, it's like a preference, I would take brutal off of the mix that I have, and I would add like a commentant. Like before, I had the PP19 on here just to have hurried. But you can mix and match the talents however you want with this build. Of course, it's Alphabridge, but in my opinion, if I were to choose God talents, it would have to be probably responsive, deadly. Responsive, deadly, and probably competent, or probably unforgiving. Maybe especially unforgiving, since you get melted so fast. I mean, I don't know. I don't think you have enough time for unforgiving, so that's probably why I didn't even roll it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I want you guys to see the build. This is what it looks like if you have 10,000 firearms, dude. That number looks insane. I know, man. But yeah, you can balance this any kind of way. This build still has a lot of potential, so don't think that it's just like a gimmick build. I feel like if you tweaked it around, you can find you a happy medium and do some work with this build, especially in a team setting. The 6-piece isn't that good in PvP, but it does come in handy sometimes. There's been a lot of times where like I would have been super dead, but I ran out, killed somebody, got my recovery ult, finished them. So you get 2 ults. So how I run the build is when I down somebody, and let's say I have the recovery ult, I wait just like 2 seconds before I down them or finish them, just so I can get the next ult procced. So I'm going into the fight with the end of my first one and the second one. So that's something you guys want to be able to invest in if you wanted to play the build. You got to play around the feature that you get basically 2 ults for 1 person. So yeah, I don't know what else to say about the build other than you guys see the gameplay. It's pretty lit. This is for all these DPS hungry people. I just don't see you hitting any harder base wise with any other build. I mean, it's just pointless, because even though Banshee does give you better damage buffs, you just do not get the talents that you'll be able to rock. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, man. Just dropped a quick little build video for you guys. For those who want to see some classified alpha, this is the only way I'm running it right now. Just to go ham, you know what I'm saying? But thank you guys, many blessings. I appreciate you guys. Let's keep that subscribe train going, you feel me? Hit it with a comment. Let me know what you think about this build. Is the build you're going to be running? Is this build interesting? Is it good? Is it bad? Let your boy know, you know what I'm saying? But be sure to drop a like if you enjoyed it. That helps me more than you guys know. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching. Be blessed. Your boy is out.